Well, gang, it looks like that we got another mystery at our hands. Now, don't be rolling those fat doobies. Guys, come on, man. Hide your kids, hide your wives while you're at it. Hit that like button if you love your mama. Shout out to That Is Impossible. We're gonna jump right into it and let's find out what the hell is going on. Roll it.
Now, I don't know about you, but one of my favorite things to do is traveling to the beach. And when I do so, I like to stare at the ocean and ask myself about the mysteries that lie deep within.
Fair. That looks like a Loch Ness monster though. You don't want to be messing around with that thing. You gotta be them aliens, man. I'm telling you, gotta be them aliens. But no, that's honestly crazy. What?
I mean, there has to be
realistically, what could that be?
Much more to the ocean than we would ever imagine, being that 80% of it is still unknown. And if we take a look at certain ancient maps, there are loads of them that depict drawings of mermaids and other mysterious creatures. But it's not just ancient maps. Mermaids were also very much present in many cultures such as Celtic culture, Greek mythology, and the list goes on.
And you know, another point here is that we see these pictures, right, of like the Loch Ness monster, the serpents that ate the entire ship. What if that was real, or it was real at one point but went extinct, just like how we think Megalodon existed but now it's extinct, you know?
Now, could it be that sailors encountered such creatures, or is it just a legend, a bad time story? In 2021, a fisherman known as Sauce 90 began having these bizarre and mysterious encounters while on the ocean. And after going viral with several videos, he disappeared from the internet. Now, recently, Sauce 90 began uploading videos once more of these mysterious encounters of what people believe to be evidence of the existence of mermaids.
Absolutely, you've never seen anything like this? No.
But before I show you these videos, let me explain how it all started.
Sauce 90, and we just out here. We're chilling.
It all began with him hearing strange vocalizations at night in the middle of the ocean.
Out here chilling.
I think he ain't out here chilling no more, I feel like. He ain't chilling now.
I hear it. I hear him. Where's she at? What the f is that noise, bro?
If it pops out, I'm gonna start fussing, man.
As a fisherman and spending most of his time on board, he began experiencing strange things.
Where are you?
You don't want to meet it. Wait.
This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Crazy.
In this particular video, if you pay close attention, we can hear what sounds like some sort of vocalization, as if this creature, whatever it is trying to communicate with him.
That gotta be somebody's ex, man. I'm telling y'all, that gotta be somebody's ex.
It is a popular belief that mermaids try to lure people in by singing or enchanting sailors, and I guess this is exactly what was happening with Sauce 90.
Can you hear me?
Replay my live on 22222. Shit.
Yo, that was instantaneous, bro. Oh, I gotta watch my step out here, man.
Yeah,
the thing is, not only was his account banned for some mysterious reason after publishing these videos, he was recording them live, which would mean that this is possibly the real deal.
It's really is weird how TikTok would ban you. Like, TikTok bans, like, and they just flag videos left and right. Like, I got a lot of TikToks that were flagged as well for just weird reasons, but the fact that brother got banned, that's like a next level. And these videos seemingly these videos got nothing bad in it, except for, I guess, covering that conspiratorial topic, right?
Where are you?
Other than that, this got nothing.
Oh, that's over here. Wait, no, now it's there.
But the question is that if it's strange, isn't it? Yes, it is. But if it's screaming underwater, the voice is not gonna come out though, or it's not gonna be that loud at the very least.
Isn't it? But here's where things get even stranger.
We got another one over here. What are those?
Okay, so God, bro, you gotta speed up, brother. What if they like come crashing in your
boat?
Yeah, if they make a hole in your boat, it's over.
Fast underneath that water. Something's swimming real fast underneath that water.
In this particular video, we can clearly see that there's something swimming side by side with his boat. And if all of this weren't strange enough, a couple of weeks after posting this video, his boat was approached by a scientific laboratory of some sort, and both Sauce 90 and his crew were caught by surprise.
Sauce 90, the is legit here. Peep game, let's be sneaky. You're gonna be out here doing testing. Testing what? What the are you guys testing? That's what I...
Because he posted that on TikTok and that got their attention and that's why they're here, or for another reason?
Wanna know. Sauce 90 has heard certain things out in the ocean, and then my TikTok gets banned, and then shows up my boat. It's too many coincidences.
A couple of months go by and there's no sounds, no sightings, nothing.
Yeah.
This is until this happens.
Uh-oh.
At the docks though? Hey yo, you hear that?
Yeah,
I
brother.
know what that is. That
Brother
bitch
is
followed me
perplexed.
again.
Everybody perplexed.
Oh, at the docks though?
Just a couple of days after, Sauce 90 goes back to his commercial fishing trips, and on one dark night, he finds a mysterious bone on the ship's deck. After posting the picture to Instagram, there were many internet users stating that this is possibly the tail of a mermaid. Now, being someone with a certain level of expertise on marine life, Sauce 90 is unable to identify the bone, so he takes it to an expert, and this...
Let me tell you, man, all I know is that it ain't no goddamn Chihuahua bone, though. Like, I'm gonna tell you that. It's not a Chihuahua, man, or a sea Chihuahua. Nah, it's not that even.
Is what happens.
Was the day. I got a call back from the whaling museum, and they had an expert there who was willing to talk to me about the bone that I have found.
Okay. All I know is that it's not a Chihuahua, man. We got Uncle out here doing tests. Okay. Let's go, Uncle.
Don't know what it is.
Damn! Even Uncle don't know
I haven't
that?
seen nothing like it. Usually the bones that come up are like vertebrae and stuff, but nobody's seen anything like this.
100%, 100%.
Ask me to take a photo of it.
Absolutely. You've never seen anything like this?
No.
Nah.
I don't know what it is.
Damn!
Could it actually be that Sauce 90 has evidence of the existence of mermaids? And why is it that these mysterious creatures are trying to communicate with him? Now, just recently, he posted another video where we can see that there's something once again swimming next to his boat.
Saw something strange under the water, this crib.
On that same night, he captures something swimming very close to his boat, so he gets his camera and tries to snap a video of it. And this is what he saw.
Holy crap. Something is gonna pop out? If it pops out, I'm gonna start busting though.
Did you see that? Now, whatever this thing is, most internet users agree that there's something there and that it could be a mermaid. But I want to know your take. Do you think that mermaids possibly exist hidden somewhere deep down in the ocean? And what do you think about Sauce 90's encounters? Do you think that this is possibly fake and that he's doing this for views? Or do you think that this is the real deal and there's something else going on here, something far more sinister?
I'm baffled.
What's your take?
I'm baffled, brother. Hashtag baffled gang rise up. If you guys are brand new, welcome on in. Definitely like and subscribe, man. Shout out to that is impossible. And shout out to that gentleman for capturing all this, because without him, we wouldn't have this footage, man. Shout out to that. Shout out to him, and shout out to you guys as well. If you guys do use Instagram, I would definitely love to have you there. Link is always in the pinned comment. Alright, let's get back to the content here, boo-boo. It would be a pleasure to have you on Insta, guys.
Now, when it comes to outdoor activities, Mount San Jacinto is a go-to destination for hikers and nature lovers. Located in Southern California, Mount San Jacinto is a beautiful place surrounded by wildlife and towering forests. And every year, around 200,000 people visit this region with the intention of camping, hiking, that sort of thing. But besides all of its beauty lies a very dark mystery.
We love it.
It's also known to be a hotspot for mysterious sightings.
There we go, boys. Aliens! 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 That's like a pyramid type
and
shape, right?
Unexplained disappearances. For instance, in 2020, there were a series of hikers that went missing for unknown reasons, and these cases remain unsolved to this day.
Is it linked with
There are several
missing?
theories to why this happens in this particular region, ranging from dangerous people who live in the area to unexplained phenomena.
Is it linked with
It was
missing
also in
411?
2020 that a series of unexplained phenomena happened in the region.
What the? This changing different shapes, bro.
It's rotating, huh?
Look.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it felt like it was a rectangular with like a pyramid, and then it felt like a triangular, of course, but hexagon, like 6 sides.
Look!
On October 14th that same year, a YouTuber by the name of Mario Jimenez was driving to work on Route 62 when all of a sudden he spots something odd nearby.
Crazy.
He gets his camera and immediately begins to record, and this is what he saw.
Man, videos like that are really just fascinating, but question remains, is it real? Because this one, just look at the sheer size of the mountain behind it, and it's sticking out like a sore thumb. Kind of feels like a blimp, but for sure it's not, right? It's not a blimp, but it does have the same kind of properties. But it looks like a UFO.
What
Like
appears to be a
circular.
massive unknown object can be seen hovering nearby, and after posting the video to YouTube, it left internet users baffled but a bit divided.
Baffle gang, rise up! Be baffled. We stay baffled.
Some believe that this is a blimp, and it actually looks as if it could be.
Yeah.
While others state that a blimp wouldn't be flying that close to so many wind turbines, which kinda makes sense. However, if we try to zoom in and replay the video a couple of times, it's very difficult to affirm if this is indeed a blimp or something else entirely. But this is not the first time something like this happens in this region of California. In 2022, a mysterious phenomenon was seen by many different people in Palmdale, just 100 miles north from Mount San Jacinto, and this is what was caught on camera.
Yeah, all of them are here, right? Damn! And they're moving, huh?
Dude. Okay, guys, I want a picture with all our kids. Meteor shower. It's not a
It's not meteor shower. I mean, it's not meteor shower. Like, guys, come on, man. If it was a meteor shower and you were seeing it on top of your head, it would be falling down. You know what I'm saying? Like
This particular video, a family was celebrating a birthday party when all of a sudden they spot dozens, if not hundreds of luminous objects nearby.
we had similar.
At first, they thought it could be fireworks, maybe a meteor shower or something like that. But this is when they start realizing that this thing does not behave like anything they had ever seen before.
It's not meteor shower. That's for sure.
The thing is, that night, many other people noticed the same mysterious phenomenon in other places in Palmdale. Check this out.
It's weird, man.
Okay, Palmdale, we had a sighting, UFO sighting a while ago too, right? Like a couple of weeks ago.
Like the one over there looks like it's just moving like it's not burning up. So
A whole fleet of them. And they're moving, by the looks, together.
That's so trippy.
yes, it is.
Oh my god, where's Daddy? Oh my god, I got goosebumps.
Papa!
You get that daddy out of here, man.
Tell Jody and them.
Get that daddy out of here, bruh. Where's daddy?
What is that? What is that?
Daddy should have hit his kids, but daddy, I feel like that he's hiding himself, man. I think he's scared.
Hurry! Hurry!
Hide your kids, guys. Hide your kids, hide your wives. If you're someone's daddy, you gotta hide your kids, man.
Alright.
Daddies be lacking out here though.
Are they lanterns?
No. That is something that...
Lanterns.
Whatever these things are, it seems that most people agree that these are not lanterns, balloons, nor anything like that.
Hey yo, what the f? Lanterns. Lanterns.
So, what are they?
I know what they are. I know what they are.
They're gone. They're still there.
Nah, they're not.
Now, what makes this all very interesting is that just recently something very similar was seen in Wichita, but this time during the day. Check this out.
Does anyone have any idea what's flying over Wichita right
Holy.
now? I just was on a walk and I saw these out to the west, and I thought they were birds or balloons at first, but they were moving in a perfectly straight line with no flapping or anything like that, so not a clue what they could be. They're flying very smoothly though.
Okay, some are either bigger or closer to the ground, and some might be higher up if it's not the same size. If it's the same size, then it gotta be like the altitude difference.
In this particular video, an internet account by the name of ScaryAXE captures something really strange in Wichita.
Can it be balloons? The reason I said that is because like one of these, the way it moved, it looked like a balloon. It felt like a balloon, like a couple of balloons together. Could be wrong.
Now, according to ScaryAXE, these are not balloons nor drones.
Oh shit, like I think we're thinking the same thing here, so I just mentioned it, he mentioned it too.
And at first, I did think it could be just a balloon launch. If you take a look at videos of hundreds of balloons flying, it actually looks as if it could be the same thing. But then I noticed something strange. If we compare the object's speed with the building that's static on the ground, it seems as if the objects are moving too fast to be balloons. Not only that, they appear to be flying in formation and not erratically like balloons would. And they don't seem to be drones to me, but I could be wrong. So if these things are not drones nor balloons, what are they? Strange, isn't it?
Strange,
But here
very
things take an
strange.
even stranger turn. A couple of weeks after, a landscaper known as Ivan Green was working somewhere in Guadalajara, Mexico, when all of a sudden him and his team noticed something very odd, something that wasn't supposed to be there. This is what they saw.
Chicken's going crazy right now. Even the chickens are like aliens, aliens. And the volume is okay, it's back.
Did you see that?
Yes, we did.
What
see
appears to be a mysterious round object can be seen spinning silently in the sky. After being posted to the internet, it amassed thousands of views and hundreds of comments, and most people were completely baffled by it.
Baffle gang, rise up. Hashtag baffle gang. Be baffled. We stay baffled. We are baffled.
However, there were some people who stated that this is possibly an upside down umbrella that was somehow uplifted by the wind current.
Okay, honestly, from this angle, it does have that feel to it. But where's that like rod? Or maybe it's so far away that it's hard to see, or it's not able to, camera is not able to pick it up.
So I began researching the topic and I found more videos, and in them, it's not very clear that this is an upside down umbrella, even though it could be.
But why? Nah, it would fall
Now, if
down.
all of this weren't strange enough, it gets even stranger. After replaying a couple of these videos in slow-mo, I found out that in the very beginning of Ivan Green's video, we can see two small objects crossing the sky at very high speed.
It would fall if it was an umbrella. Slowly
Now,
would come
taking
down,
into consideration that the average speed of a small bird is between 10 to 30 miles an hour, it's very possible that these are not birds. It could be something else entirely. But the question is, what and why were they flying next to this mysterious object that some believe to be an upside down umbrella? But I want to know your take. Why do you think Mount San Jacinto is such a weird place full of strange phenomena? And do you think that this is an upside down umbrella, or is it something else?
I think these aliens and UFOs, they got a hard on for mountains though. I think they love mountains. They love climbing mountains, you know. Some people love climbing mountains, other people love hiking them. And some people just stay the F away from mountains though, so...
Entirely.
But I think they got a hard on for these mountains. They love climbing them mountains. Ow!
Located in southern Ontario, Canada, is a native tribe known as the Ojibwe, one of the largest indigenous groups in North America. From the early 1900s to the 1970s, the Ojibwe often spoke of a mysterious creature that roamed the woods, known as the Old Yellow Top. This mysterious creature, while similar to what many today call Bigfoot or Sasquatch, had a distinguishing feature: a patch of yellowish hair and brownish fur. Now, even though most people would say that Bigfoot is just a myth or a bad time story, to the Ojibwe tribe and many others, Bigfoot is considered to be very real.
And they say don't be scared when you see one or anything like that. Well, I was scared.
For sure. For sure. I would be scared if you were not scared. Hey, yo, what? Your new phone.
Not only that, southern Ontario is considered to be a hotspot for Bigfoot sightings, and there are dozens of stories of people who have supposedly encountered this elusive creature. And it was on a beautiful sunny day that a hiker came face to face with this mysterious creature known as the Old Yellow Top. On December 2013, just a few days away from Christmas, a YouTuber known as Timber Giant Bigfoot was hiking in southern Ontario in search for this elusive creature.
That's crazy.
And after hours of walking deep into the woods, he began feeling as if he wasn't all alone. This is what happened.
Ow!
Wood knocker. Some more of that.
I'm in Montreal, Quebec, so it's nearby. Like Ontario is like literally an hour and a half away, but of course Ontario is like mega huge. So if this is like in the middle of Ontario, then it gotta be like a few hours away from my place, you know. Let me know where you guys are at.
It's back in this way somewhere. There's the shelter. I just came all through there. Check the stones.
Got it.
They're all still there. I don't know. You know,
I got you, brother.
You know, a lot of the time when I hear things out here, as soon as I hear it, it's pretty much the end of it. It's already stopped.
Did you see that?
Right in front of you back here, you wouldn't even know it.
After hearing mysterious knocking sounds, he spots what looks like some sort of shelter. Now, being that he's in the middle of the woods and that there is no one out there, he knows that this is possibly not made by a human being. So he decides to follow the knocking sounds in hopes of capturing something on camera. And this is what happens next.
Oh, I'm excited, brothers. I'm excited. I know cameramen always survive. Not all the time. This is just a saying, right? But in this case... Oh, the music going down right now.
I see nothing.
It's gonna get serious, though. I gotta make sure my bob of war is accurate. I got the... It's chilling, huh? Maybe? Where?
Oh, come on,
oh,
right
shit.
there. I don't have my glasses on.
That's his head, right? He relaxing, though. That's King Kong! Kinda feels like orangutan, too, right? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, he munching on some. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic.
I lost it. I'm pretty sure that was the thing that was making the noise.
Bro, I don't think my pew-pew is gonna do anything on him.
At this point, Timber Giant spots a huge creature in the distance. It does not look like a bear, nor anything like that. And whatever this thing is,
monkey.
It's clearly making the knocking sounds that he was talking about earlier.
What the hell am I looking
He's munching on some protein. I think it's his protein time right now. Or he napping. Maybe snoring and perhaps got a big belly, so snores heavily.
I'm guessing it's probably... Look at right here. It's probably like, I don't know, 150 feet away.
After remaining silent and watching the creature closely for a few minutes, he makes a knocking sound in the attempt to communicate with this thing. And this is what happens.
Will it like come towards him or hide itself? Because usually they go hide themselves, right? Usually.
See what happens. I don't know if I should do this or not.
And music's going.
It's not even. Holy, where is it? Where's it? Oh.
Where?
Look at this. Holy.
Zoom out, yeah, zoom out.
Take my shoes off.
Whatever this thing is, it stands up and quickly walks away. Timber Giant does what anyone would do, and he walks over to where this creature was, and he finds a couple of rocks and some fruits.
Now look for some footprints.
Man, you really disturbing with my man like that. He was just munching on some fruits, man. It was his snack time though.
Look at this though, holy.
He had his like sofa and cushion here, like he was just chilling, man.
The stone is even warm. Look, here's where it was smashing things with it. Look at this. The stone's right in the ground.
He was a heavy boy, huh?
What he doesn't realize, however, is that this thing was watching him from afar.
For sure, like you are invading his house, like his area though. That's his sofa,
After posting
his
the video
cushion.
to the internet, it caught a lot of attention, and most people seem to agree that this is possibly one of the best video evidence of the existence of Bigfoot.
Holy shiz, it's right there at 1336 in the top left corner watching you. It moves to the left of the screen. Best evidence I have ever seen in a video of anybody's. Unbelievable. Good job, Jim.
One
Shout out to
internet
Jim.
user even stated, "When it threw its head back, I could see the eye and cheekbone perfectly. Great job." Now, I'm not exactly sure if I can see an eye or a cheek.
Yeah, I feel like that this is the head and this is perhaps the side face, like that. You know, like that kind of, right? Yeah.
Bone. What I do know, however, is that this is definitely not a bear, nor anything like that. But I want to know your take. What would you have done differently in this situation? And are you also able to see the creature's eyes and cheekbone in this video?
I would have left him eating. I would have left him finish his like snacks and all that. Ow.
The world that we live in is full of beautiful and mysterious places to visit. From the amazing mountains of Machu Picchu to the ancient city of Bagan, it would take years traveling across the world just to get to know most of these places. However, in today's world, there's something that we can do to help us travel way faster and pinpoint the exact place that we want to go to, and that would be Google Earth. For the past few months, several YouTubers have been using Google Earth to find interesting places to visit, and then actually venturing into these places and sometimes coming face to face with the most mysterious things. This is the case with Desert Drifter, a YouTuber who's been doing this for quite a while now and just recently came across something truly fascinating.
Oh man, not the caves though, Desert Drifter.
While searching for new places to visit on Google Earth, he came across this mysterious symbol on the ground. Something that actually looks like an X marks the spot. Now thinking that this can't be something natural and sensing that there might be more to this place than meets the eye, he chose this particular spot to start his trip and explore the surroundings. Little did he know that he was in for a surprise.
All right, let's get rolling.
Oh man, like it does feel like an adventure, right?
No
love it,
trail
love it.
up this thing. It's just a pick your own adventure kind of deal.
Yeah, no,
While
I feel
climbing to the-
I totally understand like why some people would choose stuff like that to do. It's risky, don't get me wrong, but I get it though. It's adventure stuff, right? But gotta be safe, man. Gotta be safe.
Top, he does a quick Google search on the symbol and he finds one blog post about it with not much information on it and nothing else.
I have no idea if there's been any more light shed on this thing or if it's ever been investigated by archaeologists. This thing appears to be shrouded in mystery.
After getting to the top and exploring the surroundings, he quickly comes to the conclusion that this is most likely man-made. But the question is, who made it, how long ago, and what for?
Circle. There's another. It's like an inner circle. Cairn of rocks in the middle there.
Desert Drifter takes his drone out and notices how it's made with extreme precision, as if it's some sort of compass. Not only that,
plus the circle, right? Like, yeah, this is not created naturally. The circle is perfect. The X or the X or that cross, yeah, looks man-made or something made it.
He realizes how it looks like a medicine wheel, something that Native American tribes used to build sometimes to align with astronomical phenomena, very similar to Stonehenge. But to this day, most of these wheels remain a mystery. Just so you have an idea, the oldest medicine wheel in Alberta, Canada dates back to 5,200 years ago. So it might just be that he came across something very, very old.
Just had an interesting thought. I'm standing here just trying to follow that line out and see, is there anything on the horizon that's obvious? And I don't see anything, but I just remembered there are supposedly 2 petroglyph panels somewhere east of here. How curious would it be if those were in sort of perfect alignment with this structure?
By now, Desert Drifter starts realizing that this symbol might actually be pointing towards something, taking into consideration that the only horizon line that's visible is towards the west. And this
it seems like that I'm watching, like, I'm playing a game, right? You know, in a video game, I would say, like, Uncharted. Any of you played Uncharted or heard of it, right? It's kind of like, I'm getting that kind of vibe. It's like, hey, it's adventure time, right? You're going searching for treasure, and then you see an X, and it's pointing somewhere, and then you gotta go there. It seems like a video game quest.
This is exactly where one of the spokes with the circular enclosure is pointed at.
Holy, yeah, right? It's like,
so
go that way.
taking notes of the GPS coordinates, he drives over to this place to find out, and this is what happens.
Damn. So this is what happens? What happens? This is what happens.
After driving for half an hour, Desert Drifter stops at the first cliff he finds where the symbol was pointed at, and for his surprise, he finds mysterious petroglyphs.
Hand markings and lines, yeah.
Just to make sure that this is not some sort of coincidence, he continues on
I mean, we had hand markings before, but this is just the lines then.
Driving west to another cliff. And this is when things take a very strange turn.
Once again, you got the mountain pretty prominent, and I see that there are a lot of cliffs down here. So let's go check those cliffs out.
Let's do it, Papa.
I was about to give up.
It seems as if the more Desert Drifter followed the symbol's path, the more things he found, up until the moment that he came across something truly unbelievable. Check this out.
Well, shouldn't come as a surprise at this point. There's our mountain again. There's the first set. The sun angle is making some odd shadows, but it's what we got. Definitely looks like a bison to me.
Yeah, that looks like a person.
After coming across a series of odd shapes and a cavern full of markings, he comes across what looks like some sort of giant hand carved perfectly into the rock.
Like, look at that. It's just like somebody gouged out.
Yeah.
A whole right hand.
That gotta be like little hand. Or I guess CSI would be like signs of a struggle, right? They would be like signs of struggle.
It's kind of weird. Kid you not, it's like, it's warm in there.
Oh, is it warm in there?
After doing some research, I found out that this is most likely in White Mountain, Wyoming. And Wyoming is a place full of ancient mysteries. Places like the Devil's Tower, the Medicine Wheels, the eerie legends of red-haired giants, and a number of unknown petroglyphs.
Your dreams and thoughts are no longer safe. Watch this.
And thoughts are no longer safe. Watch this.
The image of a giraffe that the computer has never seen. It's only looking at the fMRI data, and this is what the computer thinks the human is seeing. Yeah.
Holy.
But of course it goes further. So in this one, they said, can they understand the inner monologue, the things you're saying to yourself in your own mind? Mind you, by the way, when you dream, like your visual cortex runs in reverse, so your dreams are no longer safe. But we'll try this. So they had people watch a video and just narrate what was going on in the video in their mind. So there's a woman, she's hit in the back, she falls over, This is what the computer reconstructed the person thinking. See a girl, looks just like me, get hit in the back, and then she is knocked off. So our thoughts, are starting to be decoded.
Oh, it's over. It's over. A normal person has how many thoughts per day? Thousands, right? And some of them are, or I should say a lot of them can be negative. It doesn't mean that a person would act upon those thoughts, but if they find out, they're like, oh, he's a threat, he's a menace to society, it might be over.
Yeah, just think about what this means for authoritarian states, for instance.
Maybe the tinfoil hat community is on to something. It does seem like we're going in the direction of developing an ability to communicate telepathically through technology. Kind of makes me think about the theory of the aliens being us from the future.
Cops are going to be using mind-reading technology, and Colorado is the first state to pass a law protecting the privacy of your thoughts. This comes in light of the technology now being...
As mind-reading technology improves, something that we just witnessed, Colorado passed its first-in-nation law to protect privacy of our thoughts. Shit, man, we really getting down there? Oh, it's over, man.
Widely available for private citizens. Is it time to dust off your tinfoil cap? We'll talk about it. But first, I want you to listen to the voice of a man who lost his ability to speak nearly a decade ago.
It makes people cry who have not heard me in a while.
While there are non-invasive devices available, this is one of those brain chips. We all remember Neuralink, but there's a bunch of other technology that's currently being developed and used. This one works by mapping your brain while you're reading, and the little voice inside of your head gets recorded as the word you are thinking of. It is so effective at doing this that people can have normal conversations now, and you could even speak to somebody telepathically if you really want.
Now, I do like one aspect about it. For example, if you're disabled and you have some sort of condition that makes it so you cannot speak or hear, you're deaf, or, you know, maybe if you have those kind of diseases, and if Neuralink and these devices can help you with that, that's amazing. That is beautiful. It's just the rest of the stuff that is, you know what I mean, right? Now they want to read my thoughts, man. Damn, that's crazy.
Wanted to. The other frightening application of this is being able to stream music directly to your brain in broadband. Okay, this one really...
Oh, they're gonna run ads. Don't worry, man. They're gonna run ads while you're sleeping too.
Concerns me. Have you ever just put on your headphones and someone had connected to them and suddenly you're hearing half of a conversation? Well, anything that's attached to technology is hackable. Do you really want your brain being available to the internet?
Exactly.
That's not even where it gets weird.
Sorry for pausing here, but this is important here, right? Like, data gets hacked online all the time. Social security, I heard, like, a lot of, pretty much all of the Americans, all Americans in America, Americans in America, right? Duh. All America's social security number got hacked just recently, right? Imagine your brain data, like everything gets leaked on the internet. Holy shit. Imagine like 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years from now, you and I are probably not gonna be here, right? Unless they come out with some sort of technology that increases our life expectancy. Okay, but we're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, imagine your entire life gets put on the internet. Yeah, imagine that.
You can buy brain mapping technology right now for about $1,000. There's also software that you can buy that gives you the ability to map and use the information that you get from your brain. You could turn it into images, you could record your dreams, you could even speak to people. I just know that it's going to become commonplace where someone suspects their boyfriend or girlfriend of cheating, so they just pop on the brain cap and read their thoughts. However, what Colorado wanted to do was to make it illegal to sell your data. Kind of like a lot of platforms have done.
But
this, however,
failed.
provides no legal protection from the police.
Yep, there we go.
Of course it provides no protection from the police. That's the main people you would want to keep out of your head. I really hope that people see the potential danger of this and it doesn't become commonplace. But we've all seen the guy driving his car with Apple VR goggles on, so I don't have that much faith in the general public when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, it's over, man. Yep, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Real quick, though, shout out to Jack for following on Instagram. Guys, if you do use Instagram, I would definitely love to have you there as well as this YouTube channel. Links are always in the pinned comment and in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
If you're enjoying this video, hit that subscribe button and come back tomorrow to join me.
The Grand Canyon is not just an American sightseeing location. There are strange and dark secrets that lie within. Some have even encountered a gateway to a hidden world. In 1909, the Arizona Gazette published an article about an expedition funded by the Smithsonian. This expedition was led by a man named G.E. Kincaid, and he discovered an ancient underground city within the Grand Canyon. But here is where it gets interesting. This city was filled with artifacts from ancient Egypt, hieroglyphs, statues, and even a pyramid. How did Egyptian relics end up in Arizona over 5,000 years ago? Is it possible that they had access to flight? But it gets even stranger. The Smithsonian seized all the artifacts and shut down any further exploration, which led to 90% of the Grand Canyon being restricted till this day. The canyon is home to numerous hidden caves and tunnels, many holding ancient treasures and technologies. Many adventurers used to report seeing strange lights and sounds coming from these depths. The Hopi tribe, a tribe native to the region, speak of sacred underground cities known as the Sipapu. These cities are believed to be gateways to the underworld, holding powerful energies that should never be disturbed. All this makes us wonder, what else is hiding in the Grand Canyon?
It's shocking to me to see how many stories there are like this. The evidence that we were at the very least occupied at one time by an advanced race before the Native Americans took over this land is staggering. And I don't mean advanced in the sense of having flying crafts and free energy and whatnot, but advanced in their abilities to build and engineer structures that we can't reproduce today. I've heard the theories that North America is the original Egypt. I can absolutely see how someone could gather that based on the evidence available.
This is why I've said the dates that they are giving us are incorrect. We used to have 13 months, 28 days, 1 day of rest, even in the Bible. So look, we have 13 lunar cycles, 28 days, 13 zodiac signs, every turtle shell you'll find, 13 sections in the middle, and 28 notches along the side, all to keep us disconnected from these natural cycles of our realm. Listen to David Strait explain it more.
This kind of, now I don't believe in 13 months, but it's interesting and intriguing. But this part that he showed where the turtle shell is like 13, that reminded me of that Fibonacci sequence. If you know, you know, right? It's basically, in simple English, it's people or scientists, mathematicians are looking at and saying, basically trying to prove that God is real based off of math, essentially, right? Because the universe has so many stuff in it that is connected to us. Mathematically, the numbers are, maybe I'll make a video, I always say I'll make a video on it, but look into Fibonacci sequence. Your mind is gonna be blown, especially if you're an atheist or you're religious atheist. I think like it's very good for everybody. It's one of those videos that you gotta look into because it proves mathematically the existence of God, because there's so many similarities that mathematically are impossible, but mathematically they are there. The numbers and maths, right? And it does prove the existence of God. It's insane, man. When I saw that video, I was like, holy crap, bro. I mean, I'm a believer, of course, but it's like, it gets your mind going, man.
Our calendar is not quite right.
Our calendar is not right.
We're supposed to have 13 months. Of 28 days. With one day, the day of resurrection, Easter, as a neutral day. That's our 365 days. We've actually got 13 constellations, not 12. This same calendar is very close to the Mayan calendar, but it's also very close to several ancient Sanskrit calendars. What does sept mean? 7. I thought that was the 9th month.
Yeah.
What does
set mean? Yeah, that's French, right? Set.
Oct mean?
8.
What does Nob mean?
9.
What does Dec mean?
10.
It's supposed to be the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th month. Jan is 11. Feb is 12. March is 13. April is our first month. Babies are born in the spring, the 1st of April, Easter. This is the start of our new year. It's the start of spring when the flowers start coming up, the grass starts coming up, the trees start leafing out, the babies are born. That's the first day. Our neutral day, day 1. The day we rest and celebrate the resurrection, the new beginning, the beginning of Christ. April is month 1.
Holy.
And then we lost a month in there. Where is it?
Two things here. If this is true, and it certainly appears to be, then did this guy just prove that astrology's all bullcrap? If they don't even have the zodiac signs right, then all their predictions about how those constellations affect our bodies and moods has just been proven to be entirely flawed all the way to the bottom. And secondly, the constellation that was removed was one that represents a man holding 2 snakes, the constellation of Ophiuchus, known as the serpent bearer. What was the significance of that being the constellation that they removed?
Newest invention is called the Arcatron. It's a recreation of the Ark of the Covenant of Moses. Ark means a segment of a circle. A-R-C, A-R-K is the same word. Segment of a circle. Moses was given the ratios 335. If you see behind me, every point of the pentagon are 2 triangles. That's the 335 ratio given to Moses. It has a treatment platform on top so you can treat smaller objects. On the bottom are 5 points are Lexan connectors, and it comes also with the precision compass. It's a very powerful little pyramid generator. It creates the life force. Anything you put in it gets better. It makes vitamins more potent. Water bottles get charged up. Plants grow faster with the charged energy. It works because of its shape. And we're copying the same shape as the Great Pyramid. It was left as a monument in stone to be copied. It was designed to stay there for tens of thousands of years. But it's the sacred geometry, the angles, that make it work. This is the Dream Machine. And it's called the Dream Machine because everybody that's used it, it goes over your bed. I suggest by your feet so you can see it. You have incredible dreams. And these are made up of Cheops pyramids that are base to base, which I call a pyramid crystal. And it's 3 of these crystals. It creates an expansion of the energy, a contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, which creates a flow of energy through it. And it's a great room energizer, especially if you don't have much room to put the pyramid. This takes up very little room on an inside corner, and it shoots energy off of every point. It's wonderful. In the day, people will walk in your house and say, I feel like a kid. I want to laugh. I want to have fun. And this is my grid system behind me. This is a 9 pyramid grid. It focuses 9 vortexes of energy coming off of each of the 9 pyramids and focuses it to a distance about 3 feet away. And this is my favorite sleep system. It's called the Mothership, a 42-inch pyramid that hangs over the bed. This is the #1 selling sleep system pyramid for over 35 years. I've been sitting.
Any of you ever tried something like that? Does it actually work? Because, of course, I don't want to say BS. I don't want to say it works because I don't know, right? It's interesting to hear, but what about you? If you ever tried something like that, let me know.
Here for a good 10 minutes, we had a pyramid like this where we took an apple and we cut it in half. We put the half underneath the pyramid like this and another half outside, and the half that was inside never turned brown.
I mean, I was kind of I was like just sitting here all of a sudden, you just feel like cool, like a cool breeze, like relaxing. You're right, but never experienced this before.
I'm feeling a vibrational level, a tingling. It's like buzzing. I'm feeling a humming. And
this is my favorite invention. It's called the Pyramid Charger. It's a Tesla coil powered pyramid. This is the first marriage between the...
I don't know, it sounds like one of those snake oil salesman type thing, but what if it's real, right? Like, that's a beautiful thing about these conspiracies, man. Like, they are fascinating stuff. If it's real, then of course it's not a conspiracy then, but you know what I mean, right? Like, I don't want to say BS because I don't know, but it does feel like snake oil salesman type of deal right now. But what if it's real? I mean, if any of you have tested, you probably know the answer. Let us know.
Cheops pyramid antenna and a Tesla coil. This is 500,000 volt solid state Tesla coil. It's an amazing device. It creates high frequency, high voltage pyramid energy. It has incredible healing effects and rejuvenation effects. Cheops pyramid standing waves of high frequency, high voltage. In this case, 3 million volts of pyramid wave energy.
Oh no, man, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that, man. Maybe it's okay. The science. I was gonna say maybe it's if it's scientifically proven, then okay, you might want to try. But the science might be lies too, right? The science is lying. The science is lying. There's that aspect to it. I don't know, man. Honestly, on this one, I don't know, bro.
Goes into the body and knocks anything out that shouldn't be there.
I feel like I honestly couldn't be more skeptical of the claims made by people about the capabilities of these little pyramids, and I've seen the experiments. I know a lot of what they claim is actually 100% true because I've seen it with my own eyes, but it just doesn't make any sense to me why placing a few rods in a specific shape would have all these apparent magic qualities. I just can't wrap my head around it. But just because I can't wrap my head around something doesn't mean it's not true.
Have you heard of the Valley of Headless Men? So there's this place in one of the most remote wildernesses anywhere in the world, and despite being a national park since the 1970s, it still has unexplored areas to this day, which is understandable as it's only accessible by air, has these deep river canyons and huge mountains, and has this complex cave system. But the mysterious thing about this place is that back in 1908, these two brothers, the MacLeod brothers, came searching for gold but disappeared, only to be found a year later with their heads removed. Then just 9 years later, this Swiss gold miner, Martin Jorgensen, was also found missing his head. And later in 1945, another man was found still in his sleeping bag missing his head. And what makes this story so interesting is just a year before all these incidences, there used to be this very renowned tribe that lived in the area called the Naha tribe, and they all just suddenly disappeared completely from the area. And to make it even more strange, all the other indigenous tribes in the area say that they've all specifically avoided this valley for centuries because of some unknown evil that they say haunts it. And there's all kinds of theories for why this happened, from there being feral people in the cave systems that attack you, to the entrance of some ancient world being there and having a tropical climate due to hot springs which do exist in the area, to the Naha tribe not disappearing at all but wanting to keep the gold for themselves and going deeper into the wilderness.
I believe I heard the story on Mr. Bellin as well. Yeah, might be that.
Regardless, this place is still extremely mysterious to this day.
This one is new to me, but hearing that all these men had their heads removed tells me it wasn't some animal that did it, but likely another man. So if this place is that remote, who's living out there and beheading anyone who steps foot in the area, and how are they surviving out there in such a...
Especially if the cut is straight, right? It would be then with a sharp knife or an object like that. And it might not be like an animal.
Extreme conditions for so long without being detected. I imagine this is one of those that has a simple explanation that we'll never get because it was likely an individual doing this who's no longer alive. This all started in 1908, so I would imagine that the threat's gone and now it's safe to explore there again.
Watch him till the end. I bet you never noticed this.
But why? Alright folks, look carefully and never notice this. Check that out is about to... Wait, what?
Give this. We all know what that is. Baphomet face, right?
I don't know about that.
To Jenny, right? And then I want you to have this. There's going to be something that is very strange.
Forrest, I can't keep this.
Alright, look carefully. With his right hand, he's going to put his peace sign up, right?
Yeah. Peace sign up!
But look carefully at the left hand. That left hand. She was gone. What does that look like? He had one finger out. Now watch this. It's a very clear Baphomet salute.
Yeah, two here.
I mean, that's just something strange that people don't...
I guess everybody's involved in this satanic worship stuff.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know what... it looked like peace sign... He did it like twice like that. Okay, maybe that's what it means, satanic? I don't know.
Long had my suspicions about Tom Hanks, though. That guy gives me a super uneasy feeling, and it ain't got nothing to do with this stuff.
The solar panels we have now are garbage. And I learned this because I invented this battery. It's a specialized AGM battery that can power a small house for about 4 days without being recharged. But it can also trickle charge from solar. And then it can also rapid charge when your power comes on. It's designed for brownouts. And through this process of creating this battery, I discovered that the solar panel I was trying to utilize only had a 15% maximum conversion ratio. And I'm like, 15%? Why is this not converting at 70, 80, 90%? So I started looking, I said, maybe it's this product, maybe it's this company I'm using. So I started looking for more solar panels. And every company I went to get solar panels, Some of them were even 3%, 4%, 2%. Right. I even found one that was 1% conversion. And I'm going, why are these panels not converting electricity? I contacted one company and they sent me the link to a government page, and basically it's a government order. And basically this bill bans the use of solar panels that can convert higher than 15%. And this has gone around the entire planet. There's no company that you can find on this planet that will give you a solar panel that actually converts power higher than 15%, which is
So I guess in simple English, what I'm getting from this is that all the power, let's just say if you got an hour worth of battery, hypothetically, you're only gonna get 15% of that hour. Am I getting that right?
The craziest thing I've ever seen. So they've got the boot on our neck even with the solar panels. If we can get solar panels to do what they're supposed to do at 75, 80%, all of a sudden, you know, you have all the clean energy you need. You can take a small amount of area out of Colorado where nobody's living, like a valley.
Yeah.
And cover.
I guess that's what it means then. So if you got an hour worth of battery saved on the solar panel, because of the government bill, you're only gonna get 15% of that 1 hour. Therefore, you cannot have it for a longer period, or there's some crap with that, crap like that.
With solar panels that have the right capacity for conversion, and you can power the entire United States for free.
I knew about this one already, but when I mentioned it in a couple,
I mean, simply put, the reason is money. They want to make money. Yeah, like if it's free, they're not gonna make money.
Videos back, I got a few people trying to start an argument with me in the comments about it, so I just wanted to show the receipts for what I said. And the reasoning behind them doing this is because they don't want to upset the energy economy. If solar panels work the way they should, you wouldn't need to be hooked to the grid. Everyone would be buying solar panels, but they just aren't worth it for the price with these conversion reductions they have in place.
Egypt has the Red Sea right beside it. It comes up into two branches, the one on the left called the Gulf of Suez, where the Suez Canal is, the one on the right called the Gulf of Aqaba. Right where that red dot is next to the Gulf of Aqaba is actually a beach. So there's the children of Israel stuck on the beach. They can't go north or south. There's mountains both ways. They can't go back. There's Pharaoh's army coming through the gap, and they can't go ahead. There's a Red Sea in front of them. So what do? Well, at that point, there's a shallow spot. That's why I say shallow. It's actually 900 feet deep. That's still pretty deep. But 900 feet over 8 miles is not bad. It's a gentle slope down, gentle slope back up. At the bottom, according to Ron Wyatt, he went scuba diving down there and found human bones, horses' hooves, chariot wheels. Now, there's some controversy about the chariot wheels, but this is what appears to be a chariot wheel, gold-plated. They said you can't pick it up. It's a gold veneer because it just crumbles. The wood's rotted out. When he took the pictures to the
can our brother get 2 grams of gold there? Is that too hard?
Off to the antiquities department in Egypt, they said, oh, wow, this is from the 18th dynasty. They said, how do you know that? They said, well, the 18th dynasty is the only one that used 4, 6, and 8-spoke chariot wheels, and all 3 were down there. So this was the same guys that chased Moses out of Egypt, the 18th dynasty.
I feel like there's so much evidence to show that the story of the crossing of the Red Sea actually happened. I watched a documentary about 10 years ago where they were talking about the unique geological properties of the area and how the water could have receded and created a land bridge based on evidence they found of the way the wind and current run through those mountains. There's no way I'd be able to actually do a good job of explaining it, but they essentially broke down how through a specific natural weather event the winds could push on the waters to the degree that it would part the Red Sea directly over that land bridge. I'll try to see if I can find the documentary and post it in the description, but if it's not there, I couldn't find it.
What about the aliens that contacted us in 1981?
1981 alien contact, how to stop reincarnating over and over. You guys believe in that? I know a lot of people believe in that, but who believes that? You believe it? 1 in the comments if you believe it, 2 if not. I'm talking about reincarnation. I don't believe it, but I don't know either. I guess nobody can say 100%, right? But
one trying to tell us how to stop reincarnating as humans over and over and over again? You're foolish. That's what I thought too, until I heard the full story. In 1981, Carla Rucker, who was a girl from Kentucky, began receiving telepathic contact from a group of entities calling themselves Ra. According to Rucker, these were the stick with me, the collective consciousness from a higher dimension of the planet Venus. They evolved 2.6 billion years ago into a higher dimension, and they came back to give us information and to tell us how to stop reincarnating and much more. Then over the next couple years, they kept this contact going, and there was 3 of them. There was Carla herself, There was Don. Then there was also Jim, who Jim wrote down everything. Don was the one asking questions. It was kind of written in a Q&A format, and because they were asking questions to this entity, but the entity was actually talking through Carla. And all of these conversations they actually put into a book series, actually I think 4 or 5 books, and it's called The Law of One. So what you're saying is she got...
I don't know about that. I mean, I'm a believer in the elements, the aliens, of course. I believe in them. But I believe they exist. I believe that we're not the only one, right? That's what I believe in personally. If you believe in that we're alone, hey, that's fair. If you believe that we're not alone, hey, that's fair too. But selling of the books, I don't know.
Possessed. I wouldn't say she was possessed.
To be fair though, I guess back in the days, 1981, to get your story out, I guess you would sell books. So in a way, it's hard to say whether it's like fake or real, just because of the selling of the book, right? Because I guess this is how you would get your info out, right? You know, not everything or everyone that sells books is fake or fake news, right? Or fake story. Because, yeah, I guess that's one of their medium. That's one of their way to get the story out.
Because she had a Bible at her head in order to make contact with them. And also, this was all documented extensively. Like, they had microphones on the whole time. You can actually go listen to the original audios from 1981.
What the hell?
So how do we stop reincarnating over and over then? Well, real quick, I think it's important to understand what the main message of Ra actually is. Here's a quote from session 4. The law of one, though beyond the limitations of name, as you call vibratory sound complexes, may be approximated by stating that all things are one, that there is no polarity, there is no wrong, no right, no disharmony, but only identity. All is one, and that one is love light, or light/love, the infinite creator. So it's about everything being God. Kind of, but it's not a religious book at all. In the book it actually says that it doesn't matter if you know about the book, The Law of One, and if you don't even know about what the Law of One actually is. That's fine. The only thing you need to do to move on is...
Okay, that's good. I don't know what the Law of One is. So the only thing to do is to move on is...
You need to love and be in service to others. Like get to heaven? Not in the traditional sense at all. In the Law of One philosophy, there are 7 major densities in our universe. Think of them as different thresholds.
So number 1 is conscious, the elements, growth being the second, higher plant animal life, self-awareness, human, others, ET races. Okay, love and understanding would be positive and negative polarized. Light and wisdom would be light beings. Okay, light beings. Unity, social memory complexes. Gateway would be law of the one. Approach to empathy. I guess that's what it says, right? Empathy. Infinity.
That have been separated off, but they're just different vibrational pockets in which different bodies can exist. Another way to think about it is think about the ocean. When you go down in the ocean, you need to have a specific body in order to go far enough down.
Yeah.
And so what the Law of One is saying, and what Ra is saying, is that you need to have different bodies for each density. And again, there's 7 of them. 7 major ones, that is. So then reincarnation is kind of like just playing the game of different bodies with different experiences. So how does loving others get you to a higher density? Well, according to what they're telling us, it's actually just math. If you're more than 50% in service to others, then you'll move on in the positive polarization from this 3rd density to 4th density. But there's also the option to move on negatively, which means you're according to Law of One, 95% or more in service to yourself.
I'm sure you've all heard of this before, or at least most of you have, but I had no idea these sessions were actually recorded. How would you fake that? To just lay there and answer these questions with such authority in a way that sounds as if you're reading from a well-written book and you're just some teenage girl from Kentucky? That one's just hard to explain away. But guys...
Yeah, I hear that, but they might... Maybe they were saying that with conviction because they believe that it's real, but it doesn't mean it's real. Maybe, you know, it's the trick of the mind. Maybe they were just cuckoo in the head or something, or maybe they were being real. Never know. Interesting nonetheless. Alright, let's get down to this one. Shout out to UFO Sightings Daily.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is
Welcome
Scott.
back.
This is a UFO or disc seen on May 2006 back in Baghdad, Iraq. Now look at this, AI on the right and normal on the left. This was a photo taken by a United States soldier in Iraq during the Iraq confrontation over there. And look at this. This is just amazing. At the time, he said he didn't see it. However, it was in the photos later when he reviewed it. Look at that. That does look like some sort of disc, guys. Some sort of disc. Absolutely amazing. Very, very thin. Observing the wall.
I wonder, like, how do these these entities sit inside? Or perhaps it's like a drone, an alien drone. Maybe they're on a different planet controlling this ish.
Guys, that's just insane. This looks like some kind of pigeon or a bird on the wire. Another one
pigeon.
over here.
They're chilling.
Pretty focused. Not too bad. Very you can't even tell what it is before AI edits it. But after AI, you can see the smoke coming to form, the building back there, it's all focused and everything. Just incredible footage. There's been a lot of UFO videos and such released from the Middle East, especially in the Iraq war area.
Yeah.
Now this one is a little bit unusual. The detail's just amazing. Do you
Antarctica
see that?
or
that is
March
29th, 2003 in Leningrad, Iceland. I'm not going to say that again, but I'll put it in the about description below. Okay, so this was recorded in Iceland at the time. And guys,
when Iceland had ice, is it because I always hear this, right? Greenland got the ice, but Iceland don't have the ice. I guess in winter time you would get snow, right? But
what is that? It looks like some kind of balloon or a cloud or maybe a spacecraft. Now the black pieces on it make me think, wow, that could be some kind of alien craft. However, it's very unusual. It's very low. I don't have a lot of information about this, and is really out there. It looks like the guy's in a vehicle, and it could be going through a window. And when you take something through a window, you have to worry about reflections. You have to worry about things stuck to your window. Or what is this? Is this real? Is this not real? Is it just something stuck to the window? Obviously, you didn't fake it. If it's faked, not faked on purpose, I should say. However, being taken through the window, it's a big no-no among UFO researchers to be careful of such things. Unless you have no choice, you're inside of a tall building. It's the only option. Look at that. What is that, guys? That is crazy. It's like a giant birthday balloon or something. But you know it's not. You know it's not. Oh, that's just nuts. I don't know. The shape's just so smooth and unusual. This one again is from Hungary. This is Budapest, Hungary.
Again.
A military pilot recorded a spectacular video. We don't have the video though. I couldn't find it. Search for it. On September 29th, 2001. The craft was flying to his left on the side and then moved very fast past him into the clouds as he was seen in the video. Now, like I said.
Yeah, like look at that. It's still so tiny. It looks like an iPad flying, right? An iPad flying. How do you sit inside? How do you sit? Do you like do this like you sit in there like in a sleeping position? Exactly, right? How do you? It's so tiny. Or perhaps it's so far away that it would appear as tiny, but perhaps it's 3 feet tall or 4 feet tall, because we do hear that some of these are 3 to 4 feet tall creatures as well. Maybe that's what it is. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Check out this video on the screen. This is the last episode that we've done. If you enjoyed this, you're gonna love this one. Got a lot of conspiracies, a lot of videos in this one. It's about to be baffling out here. Check it out, and I'll see you right there.